everywhere that I see your name written, it says Farmer Lee Jones, which leaves me confused as to whether the word farmer is a title or part of your actual name.
Well, they kind of all blend together after a while. It's just that it used to be that the old saying was, well, you can't make it in the real world unless you go back and work on the farm. And we just try and carry what we do with some dignity and pride. And I do own another pair of pants. I have 18 pairs of overalls, 18 white shirts, 18 red bow ties. I have them on right now. I wear them to church. I wear them to funerals. I actually YouTube for $30 and then internet can be an ordained minister. I have actually conducted several wedding ceremonies. I married my son and his bride. I wear them every day, and it is who I am. There's an old saying on the farm, you can't make a film first out of a sound ear. Never put on a three-piece suit and look as handsome as you, so I might as well go as a farmer. Why 18? It's just what it is, the number that works. There's no significance to 18. It's just in a rotation if I'm traveling or doing some stuff on the road or visiting some of our wonderful chefs around the country. We ship our products from our farm directed to chefs and restaurants, and they've really supported us over the last 40 years. Unfortunately, that took a little bit of a turn about 1 year ago, and we're fortunate, like everyone, to kind of make some changes, and so we direct to restaurants from our door of our farm to the back door of the restaurants all over the country, and some into Hong Kong and Dubai. But we pivoted to a home delivery, nationwide home delivery, so that people could have safe, healthy food direct from the farm to their homes on their front porches or apartments or wherever they happen to be. One to Aunt Louie,
As the world gets back to whatever the new normal will be, and restaurants that didn't go out of business open again, do you think you will maintain your business of shipping to people's homes as well? Can you do all of it?
Well, absolutely. It was probably a miss in not doing this earlier. We had been shipping to restaurants, and folks that would go to those restaurants would want to be able to appreciate those vegetables at home.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was where, we feel like the food community supported us during this, and it would be, I think, really a miss if we pulled back out of it. But no, we're in it for the rest of history. There is no old normal. It's the new normal.
Right.
And we even opened up a roadside stand right at the farm for our local community.
Oh, wow.
We have people that they want to send a box to somebody, a friend in Naples or somebody in California, or a holiday gift, like somebody here that can put an order online. Anybody can put an order online and order one and ship it to wherever they want.
What's the website? What's the website?
FarmerJonesFarm.com.
FarmerJonesFarm.com. And folks, if you like cooking, if you like beautiful books, if you want to get a gift for someone who loves vegetables or cooking or just a beautiful thing to look at, check out Farmer Lee Jones's new book, The Chef's Garden. All right, so there's actually a lot of science in your book as well as everything else I just mentioned, and I don't have the page open right now, but as I was reading through the book, I stumbled across this word that I hadn't seen before, talking about something that I didn't know before, about a process for processing corn so that when you eat corn, you actually get nutrients out of it. So can you please elaborate for us?
Well, absolutely, and I just think that, away from corn and talk corn in general, that there is definitely a science to it, and, my dad had a saying that the only thing we're trying to do is get it to the grow 100 years ago. And if you look at the nutritional levels in food 100 years ago, it was 50 to 60 to 70% higher nutritional value than it is today. Google it. I mean, all you listeners, Google it. It's not Farmer Lee Jones in a bow tie making this stuff up. Google what's happened with the nutritional levels in vegetables over the last 50 to 80 years. And they tank. And And it's because we changed the way we were growing. And we put in a laboratory to be able to test our results. We're taking advantage of technology that they didn't have 100 years ago, but the basic philosophy is the same. It's our personal belief that God designed the system far superior to anything we could take out chemically or synthetically. And it's about working in harmony with nature rather than trying to outsmart it. So, you know, when everybody says, well, I need to get some vitamin D, and they want to go outside, collect some sunshine, well, that's a real thing. But what's really cool is that different types of plants will accept different types of energy from the sun. So we do lab analysis on the soil, just like if you were to go and get blood work drawn and find that you're high in iron, low in iron, high in calcium, low in calcium. We get a par baseline on the soil. What's going on with it? What is it deficient in? And then we can plant crop specific, 2/3 of the acreage. It's an unprecedented amount of commitment. 2/3 of the acreage is committed to planting cover crops, alfalfa, clover, buckwheat, Sudan grass, barley, rye, even mint or basil or cowpeas. Based on what we're finding as a deficiency in the soil, we plant crop specific. We even have a 15 species planting of cover crops that we'll plant. And if you can visualize those plants as like a solar receptacle, they accept the energy from the sun, it goes down through the root into the soil, and then it feeds the biology, and it also then allows us, when we plant the turnip or the beet or the carrot or the radish or the spinach or whatever we want to consume, when we eat that, it builds our immune system. So from 1930 to 1980, the nutritional levels have gone down by 50%, and from 1980 to 2020, they continue to go down at an increasing rate. So if you could visualize that graph from 1930, and it's tanking, okay? Now let's take another graph. The occurrences in kidney, liver, cancer, heart disease, attention deficit disorder, autism, childhood obesity have gone in a 3,000% increase the other way. There's a correlation with the way that we're farming today and the health of our nation, or the lack thereof. And we've said, wait a minute, we're not gonna play this game anymore. We're gonna go back. A lot of our information came from agricultural books that are 100, 150 years old. My dad was old school, and we rotate, but we rotate not corn, wheat, and beans, where we're always trying to take from it. Soil is kind of like a relationship with our spouses or significant other or friends. If we're always just taking and taking and taking and taking and not putting back, well, you know how the relationship goes. And so it's very exciting. We're seeing results of 300 to 500% increases in nutrient density above the USDA average.
Can you, I know that your farm is about producing quality rather than the largest quantity. How do you balance that, right? There's lots of demand for your stuff, and I think that part of the cause of what you are describing is reduction in nutritional value in vegetables is the fact that farms have been geared to produce large amounts so that they can, feed the world at affordable prices, which is also a really important thing to do. So how do you balance those things?
Well, and I don't fault any farmer for what they're doing. This is not about throwing farmers under the bus. We are the most efficient production system in the world, and I don't mean we as in Chef's Garden. I'm talking about American farmers. We produce food, as it relates to our income, cheaper than any other country in the world. Okay, and they're working in the model that exists, and that is to keep the cost as low as possible and produce as many tons per acre as possible. It's not a model that says grow for the highest integrity of nutrients. So they're existing in the model. For us to be able to survive in agriculture, because this chef said, I believe that there's enough people that would support this if you would grow it without chemicals, grow it for the flavor, grow it for the integrity rather than the quantity. And we were so desperate to survive in agriculture that we latched on and we said, teach us and introduce us to other people and other chefs. And for the last 37 years, chefs have said flavor was most important. nutritional levels naturally rather than chemically. So we believe that the future is going to be plant-based, I think that demand creates supply. Look, cost, this stuff isn't more expensive. I don't know how old you are or what kind of meds you take, but I've already got a lineup of things with, higher blood pressure than I'd like and some blood pressure that I'm watching, and I'm sure that listeners out there are having to face some of those issues. And guess what? Those meds are expensive. And if you start to put the cost of those against the cost of products going the right way, you have a cheapest deal you can get. Well, certainly not for promoting them as cheap, but
Right. No, I get it. Farmer Lee and Jones is
this model isn't sustainable.
Farmer Lee Jones' beautiful new book is called The Chef's
Love.
Garden.
Love you,
I
bye.
highly
Bye, love.
encourage you. Buy it for yourself times.
Love you, bye.
Love you, bye.
There's my love. Oh, my cup. Yeah,
You cup?
for my iced milk tea. Thank you for watching. Oo, kaharang pa yung kamay ko. Work na. Bye, love. And need to sign.